live on YouTube, then I will get started. Looks good. Okay, let's get into Stardew Valley. I did not adjust the volume. The game is too loud. Let me fix that real quick. Maybe drop some frames while I'm fixing it, but a small price to play for not blowing out people's eardrums. Okay, that should be better. Alright, let's get into it. We're 10 days into fall, so I think we'll be completing the community center today. Golden pumpkins per mini. Already learned how to make maple bars. Robin has asked me to find wood. I could get Clint for coal if I wanted to. Or coal for Clint. Auto grabbers are available now from Marnie. You have to have level 10 farming before she offers those. I got 50 wood from Robin. Does that actually... That counts towards the resource rush. So, thanks, Robin. I guess she's very motivated for me to finish that quest. So, I will tell you that in about 45 minutes, we're supposed to have storms here. If it starts hailing, then I'll keep streaming. If the tornado sirens go off, as they have a reasonable chance to do so, obviously I would end the stream immediately and seek shelter. So if the stream ends abruptly, it's probably because I heard the sirens go off. I'll also be checking the weather periodically myself, just to keep an eye on things. My crops watered. I should probably make another fish pond. I should also make a stable, but I haven't. The person who I asked to help me name the horse hasn't answered me yet. If you want to put a horse name, if you're here and want to put a horse name in the chat, then I'd be willing to get the horse sooner rather than later. Mostly trash today. Lots of trash today. I'll recycle that. A couple more sashimi. And trash the bait. Though I barely have enough money for a fish pond right now. Do not have enough for a stable. But we're about to start changing that because at the end of last stream I did reach level 10 farming. And I now have the artisan perk, which means that all of this mayo and the like is going to start selling for more. All the mayo, all the cheese, all the goat cheese, everything is going to sell for more. about that. Now, one response I did get to asking people, well, asking a particular viewer, what I should do is I did get an answer on who I should marry. So I'm still going to wait a little bit to complete to see Abigail's 10 heart event. But shortly after that, I will be proposing to the chosen marriage candidate. I was surprised that who was chosen, but I don't think there's necessarily a wrong choice. I do have a cold Pepsi today. It's been a while since I've had one cold when I start a stream. Okay. So I didn't have things to harvest today, which is good because here isn't open. It is still blackberry season, so most of what I'll do today will be collecting blackberries. Even though I already have, 150 of them. It's just not enough. I never use all of the berries I collect. Even in spring past year 1, when I'm more likely to spend the entire day, 3 of the 4 days almost entirely at the Desert Festival, I still get more salmon berries than I'm going to actually end up using. I'm not going to worry so much about the hardwood in here. I'm just here for berries. If I get some mushrooms along the way, then cool. Kill some slimes along the way, also cool. Are there any berries on the lower part? Yes, there's one berry bush down there. And berry harvest, wild berries do give you foraging experience, so we're working towards that first mastery skill at the same time. Hello there, Martin. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Doing a full circuit around the forest. Eat as many berries as I can. Even if I don't use them all when I transition to different methods of energy, the more I have, the more I can sell. So we basically cleared out the forest. I'm fairly early into the stream for today, just about 10 minutes, but no major issues yet. So it's a pretty peaceful fall day. No festival, no birthday, no crazy quests I need to finish today. Mostly we're just waiting for our crops to finish growing so we can complete the community center. Piers is closed, but there's a quest on the board. I'll accept it, but I doubt I'm going to actually be getting iron in the next couple days. I'm just looking for berries. With Clint asking for both coal and iron, though, it would not be a huge position to go onto the ice spores, take out some dust sprites to get the coal and get some iron on along the way. So I may as well do that. There's also a panning spot there, but Clint currently has my pan, so I can't get that. Alright, we'll just get like floor 45 and hopefully see some dust sprites. Of course, since I want the coal from them, I'm not going to be able to find any. I'm going to have the iron in no time at all. Yeah, we got a nice big cluster of iron right up here. So that's already done. I have the iron. Let's try floor 55. I play Skyrim more. I play Skyrim 3 times a week and Stardew twice a week. Stardew twice a week. Skyrim 3 times a week. But Skyrim is very close to being completed, so I'll be adding in I'll be switching it out for another game soon. So I've done everything I was hoping to do. I've got one main quest left and a small number of side quests. I am finding no dust sprites at all. There we go, there's some. The coal is the one that Clint wants today, so I need to get that first. So I probably won't pick a casual game in that slot since I'll still have Stardew Valley going for a while yet. But we'll be looking for some other combat story-driven game. I have not played Sea of Thieves. browse. You got 12 of 15 coal. Fortunately, Clint stays at the saloon until midnight. I see that should be enough. With the burglar's ring, that should give me the rest of the coal. I suppose trying out games that I haven't played before would be a way to keep the streams interesting, rather than, something that I've played thousands of hours of. So you got the ores, 2 quests from him. Oh, the price took it and dropped on the floor because I don't have room for it. I have also considered doing Pokemon challenges. Those are fun and relatively popular. But I probably wouldn't want to do multiple of those a week. And those would also require quite a bit more time investment because I wouldn't want to upload an entire Pokemon challenge to YouTube as it is. I would want to cut that down significantly before putting it up. I'm just gonna sell all the mushrooms and the game carrots. I did get a vacation shirt while we were down there. I don't want to forget to close these up. So I did get a couple truffles today. I'll put one of them in the oil maker, but I'll just go ahead and sell the others as they are. I'm very happy to get some roe today, so you can see exactly how much getting artisan boosted that sell price. So as I have said, artisan is 40% more for the sell price of associated goods. So let's check out this earnings screen. Look at that fishing number. So Gold Star Mayonnaise now sells for $399. Gold cheese for $483. We got our alien going across the top right now. Gold Star goat cheese, an impressive $840. And duck mayo is excellent as well. None of my foraging things were artisan. Aged lava eel roe now sells for $1,064 each. The aged legend roe a massive $7,084. So our profits are jumping. So I was saying I barely had enough money for a fish pond or a stable. Now I have more than enough for either. In fact, I'm going to get neither of those today from Robin. What I'm actually going to do is get another house upgrade. Do I have a mermaid spended? I don't know if I've actually gotten one yet. Nope, doesn't look like I have. So, I didn't collect wood yesterday, but Robin sent me 50 more. If I just wait, will she complete the quest for me? So, now I want a rain day for two reasons. Both to be able to upgrade my can to gold and to get the mermaid's pendant. It has to be raining. You have to have at least one marriage candidate to 10 hearts, and you have to have the first house upgrade, otherwise you cannot buy it. So it looks like our eggplants are done today, our yam is done today, the grapes might be ready for harvest. Yes, the grapes are ready to harvest. Apologies, I put that on the again. Hopefully I didn't make too many mistakes, and I can water the rest without refilling again. The pumpkins are 3 days away, that's what we need to yeah, this computer is very powerful and my internet strength is pretty good today. Now that may change when the storm comes in half an hour, but for now things are going well. That scarecrow doing work. It's scared off 11 by itself. So let's harvest all the eggplants, all the yams, all the grapes. Typically I only keep regular and iridium quality grapes. Iridium just because that's what I forge, and regular quality because that's the least amount I'm going to lose when I turn them into raisins. Thank you for following, I appreciate that. I just got the notification. All fish today, no trash. Alright. Take care of our animals. So obviously I'm streaming more, but I do other work as well. On the days that I don't stream, which is Thursdays and Sundays, I spend most of the day doing deliveries for DoorDash. I also will sometimes find other times during the week to do a little work as well. I technically got a promotion the other day. It said that my ratings qualified me for gold status, which is nice. 2 full days and a little bit extra here and there. That's what I work. Like I'll have some. If it doesn't, if the tornado doesn't come today, I'll have time between my stream tonight and everything else I plan on doing today. So I would probably take some of that time to work. A couple hours. I do also look for other work besides just DoorDash, but despite unemployment being fairly low in the US, hiring is basically non-existent. So, do what I can, keep trying. Forageables I see, and any berries I see on the way over to Pierre's. Actually, the Wednesday that was the previous day, maybe the last Wednesday I have to worry about him not being open. This is the scene I see because I completed the 25 gold vegetables. Gus, I have just a thing for you. I'm all ears. It's a bundle of locally sourced organic heirloom veggies. These are hand-picked and sorted to ensure only the very finest in quality and taste. This is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of offer. That sounds pretty good. I could use some quality veggies for the saloon. How much does it cost? Only. What was that? For a moment there, I thought I heard 25,000 G. That's right, it really is a bargain, isn't it? Pierre, are you crazy? There's no way I could afford that. I have to sell the saloon. I never heard the price. That's outrageous. You should be ashamed. Wait, how about 10,000 G then? No way. It's a disaster, Patrick. I thought this was a surefire business strategy. But it turns out no one is willing to buy vegetables at a 10 times price markup, even though I put the little organic sticker on them. I can say, you win some, you lose some. You should be less greedy, or I'm offended they didn't want my veggies. I got 2,500 G for that quest. You're asking for 25,000? You should be less greedy. Hey, I'm not forcing anyone to buy it. If they don't like the price, they can move on. But I guess you have a point. If I make all my customers angry, then pretty soon I won't have any customers at all. By the way, you look like you could really use a veggie dinner tonight. What do you say? Want to buy these back for the low price of 2,501 G? Yeah. But I will buy your seeds. I will work on adding more art and such to the channel in time. I still have a lot of hops. I don't have a lot of hops. I probably saved. I didn't save a whole lot of summer veggies, did I? just throw some cranberries in there for now. So I at least have something going in the pigs at all times. Selling 5 melon wines, which will do very well. And despite the wood that Robin is sending me, I'll try to complete the quest normally. I'm getting a lot of texts, and based on who it's coming from, I really should take a quick look. It's important for next month. I need to get that taken care of for tax purposes. I do agree that customized logos and banners are nice, but I will work on them at some point. I do intend to make them myself, if at all possible. I have some experience in that area. Robin's resource brush is completed. Oh gosh, I did not. I was going to upgrade my house, and I forgot. Hopefully the minecarts will give me enough time. I also forgot to grab my pan from Clint. He's closing, like right now, so I have no shot of getting over to him in time. But I should still be able to get up to Robin if I just go. In fact, I'll pop a copy just to be extra safe. So this house upgrade costs 65,000 G and 100 pieces of hardwood. It used to cost 50,000 G and more hardwood, but it was decided that getting more money is less detrimental than trying to get more hardwood, so it was changed. Hardwood back. I've already told you how I feel, so... I'm gonna spend some time making my custom art today so people will stop asking. I'll put it in the chat since someone's listening. While I don't do it professionally, I have done graphic design for people in the past and have studied it extensively. So I want to try and make the art myself. And if I fail at that, then I will consider uh, looking for someone to make art. But I want to give it a shot myself first. Everything I've done for my YouTube channel and my Twitch streams, it's always been just me, and if at all possible, I would like to continue making it all myself. Alright, so that melon wine came in pretty well. Selling for over 1,000 now. You can see that truffle oil sells for 1,491, which is not a ridiculous amount more than the 1250 that iridium truffles sell for, but it is still an increase. Okay, the bookseller, we have rain tomorrow. Okay, excellent. Most excellent. So, we're definitely gonna get my watering can over to Clint, and tomorrow I can also buy the mermaid's pendant just in time. Also, tomorrow will be Abigail's birthday, so I'll be giving her the bouquet and the gift. I guess people didn't take to Pierre's Prime Produce like I'd hoped. Anyway, here's my old mini shipping bin. Next time you get your hands on some produce worthy of the Pierre's Prime Luxury bin, maybe you can have them shipped my way. Pierre. And I get another mini shipping bin. So I have one outside of my animal buildings, which is where I'd like to keep one of them. The second one, when and if I get one, always goes just outside my greenhouse. Now I don't have the greenhouse completed yet, so it's not going to help me. And until I shift everything around during winter, it's pretty close to the animal buildings as well. Once I move the animal buildings to the right side and the crop area to the left, then it will make more sense to have them where they are. Alright, so this will be the last time I'm watering crops with only a silver watering can. Steel watering can, excuse me. It looks silver, and in video games things usually go copper, silver, gold. So I often forget, but it is steel. It's interesting that you use iron ore and ingots to make steel tools, as steel is an alloy and iron is an element. But I guess Clint has ores that you can't collect that he upvoted Reddit post was when someone asked in the Stardew Valley subreddit where you get silver ore, and I replied to that saying, uh, there is no silver, you probably mean iron, which to be fair looks silver. And then proceeded to tell them how far they had to go in mines to find it. And since I said it without making them feel stupid, they upvoted me. Because it's true, the iron ore is particularly shiny for a piece of iron. It's fair to think it is silver. I just saw the crayfish today. Blackberry season is over. I ended with 292, but of course there are there will be blackberries I just find on the ground. There's some weeds here, and that's what it meant by weeds destroying my farm. I had debris in here that I didn't notice, and now my some of my wood path is gone. I'm having a very slow start to this day. It's 10:30 and I haven't taken care of my animals yet. Usually I'm done with that by this point. But I'll just take the minecarts over to the town and be right next to Clint's. It's not a big deal. I don't see any heading icons. I am interested in the auto grabbers now that they're being sold by Marnie, but they do cost 25,000 G each. And it's not that much of a problem to collect the stuff. Plus the goats are not at max hearts yet, and milking them by hand does increase their friendship a little bit. The coop is probably while already less time consuming than barn animals. You don't get any friendship by picking up the produce from coop animals, so the auto grabber is pure benefit there. It's also nice when you have the Gus's famous omelet quest active. Just leave the eggs in there until you have enough. The cows are at 4.5 hearts, so they're very close. The goats are at 2.5, which means that they will be giving large goat milk most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. The cows, as long as they're fed, they will always give large milk at this point. And of course, goat milk being large or regular is the difference between 560 G for regular goat cheese and 840 for gold. Oak resin, pine tar, and maple syrup are listed as artisan goods in the menu, but I don't think they actually benefit from the artisan profession. There is a separate thing in foraging that makes tapper products sell for more. Okay, I need 5 gold bars. 2, Get my watering can upgraded. I will want to watch that video, but not right now. So there's my gold pan back, so if I see panning spots I can take them. I'm going to want the gold watering can. Very excited for that. It's also nice to have the gold watering can before the greenhouse. Makes things a little bit easier on myself. Between Robin's resource rush and regular quests, I've got a couple prize tickets. I'm getting a treasure chest and a free iridium sprinkler. As much as I don't really want to spend 10,000 more G today, I am going to get a sprinkler from Krobus as well. The Mermaid's Pendant tomorrow will also cost 10,000, but I'll be making enough money. It's okay. Iridium sprinklers are more important. When I start putting things in my greenhouse, I'm going to want to make sure that I can water them all without having to go in there every day. There's another quest on Pierre's board. Let's check out what that is. Robin wants to refine quartz. That is not an issue at all. And she's working on my house, so I know exactly where she is. I don't think I can get anything from the bookseller. I had more pressing things to spend my money on. As much as I want Way of the Wind Part 2 so I can move a little bit faster. So I do have some books at home. What I should do now is I should bus back to the, minecart back to the bus stop, give Robin her refined quartz, pick up my books, and then come back out here to trade them in. I could use those books to get more experience towards mastery, but I'll at least see what he's offering for them. Robin needs a refined quartz. Give that to her. I have one monster compendium and a couple Woody secrets. So I have 3 iridium sprinklers now. If you're not using late game items that increase the range of your sprinklers, you need 6 to cover the entire. Well, you could get away with 4 if you use quality sprinklers as well, but my usual layout is 6 iridium sprinklers. The sun is out right now, and it's 3. I'm going to check the weather though. Current forecast says the storm will now arrive around 10 p.m. And still hail and tornado risk. So we'll see how I sleep tonight. Impact tomorrow's stream. It's real bad. But we should be okay for today. I'm going to put the triple shot espresso in here. Unless I want to start making triple shot espresso from all my coffee, but I'm really looking forward to upgrading my house so I can do some of the other things I'd like to do inside. I was gonna take the books over. I think that you need 2 monster compendiums to trade in at the bookseller. Just double checking that I didn't stick books in here as well. Because that's something I've been doing. I am still looking for a naming theme for my animals. Person who I was asking hasn't been here. Usually they say hi. Okay, so I can trade in Woody's Secret for 20 hardwood. The amount of hardwood I have, plus still having access to the stumps on my farm, makes me think that the foraging experience is, or the overall experience is probably more useful. Uh, if I had 2 monster compendiums, I could get a free slime egg press, but I still need to make one. So yeah, I'll just turn these into experience. Hello, Stoigen? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. Welcome to the stream. So I'll just read these for experience. Get a little bit closer to my first mastery skill. Out of curiosity, have I gotten the thing that's back here? To finish the community center, all I need is a pumpkin and 5 gold star pumpkins. I haven't turned in the other fall crops, but they've all finished growing. It's just pumpkins now. So those will come in a couple days, and I do have fertilizer on them and level 10 farming, so getting at least 5 gold should not be an issue. I have 18 of them growing, so shouldn't be a problem. And as you can see, thanks to the UI info suite, 2 days away with basic fertilizer. So I have, yeah, because of the way that I challenged myself in this playthrough, I wasn't allowed to do farming until my other skills were at level 10. So usually, on a typical playthrough, I'll be rushing farming levels to get the 5 gold star parsnips before the end of spring, so that I don't have to worry about getting pumpkins in fall. Just because parsnips sell for so much less than pumpkins, I'd rather sell the gold star pumpkins. But I managed to reach level 10 farming on one of the last, or level 10 combat, which is the last skill before farming, with just a couple days left to go in spring, which gave me enough time with speed grow to get all of the spring crops for the greenhouse, but not enough time to get my farming level high enough to get any gold star parsnips. So now I have to get pumpkins instead. Which is a little disappointing, but it's nice of the game to only require 3 of the 4 at least. I don't think there's anything else I need to do on this day. I'll pop into my house real quick just to make sure that all the animals are inside before I close the doors. I have all the fish, right? Yeah, I have all the fish. I could think about making sure that I have all the fish for cooking. I have the sea cucumbers, so that's fine. I'll have to wait until winter for squid. Yeah, I haven't. There have been times where I took a little break, but I've been playing Skyrim fairly consistently for, the 10 years it's been out. I really take more than a month away at a time, if I take any time at all. Usually have more than one farm going. 10 years in, I finally got the tea set recently on the Switch. Haley gave it to me at the Feast of the Winter Star, so the next day I asked her to marry me. Because, yeah, I was so excited. That was the only item I'd never ever gotten. I've gotten the living hat twice, but never gotten the tea set. There is a Steel Series update, but I'm not going to try and install an update while I'm playing. Yeah, I'll just head into bed. I'm so excited for my rain day. Find the mermaid's pendant, gifting Abigail, and since I don't have to water, taking care of my crops won't take all day, so I'll probably do some catfish uh, hunting. Very happy for you. I'm a big tea drinker in real life, so getting the tea set was the most exciting thing for me. I always make a tea room in my house once it's fully upgraded. Seriously, Robin? How much wood are you going to give me? That's 3 times already today I've gotten 50 wood from you in the mail. I mean, I should be happy getting all that stuff, but is it really necessary? So my cranberries are ready, my beets are ready, my bok choy is ready. Which means if I want to replace the beets, I have to take a trip to the desert. My fairy rose is also ready. I will harvest most of it, but I will double check the range and leave how many fairy rose are necessary for me to continue to get fairy rose honey. And be very careful picking those. I'm going to pick up the greenhouse so it shows me the range. If I leave just the one in the center, will that give me... If I leave the 2 center ones, that will be enough to get fairy rose honey in all of them. Of course, I don't have room to pick up everything. I'll save the cranberries for now since I put them in the since they're what I put in the keg right now. I always save regular quality flowers. I will save it. I'll save a couple of gold just in case I need them for something, but and I'll save the beets because I put most of them in the mayor's fridge. But the rest of the stuff I will sell, including the fairy rose honey. I'm so excited to make some of that now. I will actually I'll leave these 4 because I want the symmetry. So since I'm saving 4, I'll need 14 more fairy rose, 18 bok choy, 18 14 fairy rose, 18 bok choy, 18 beets. Broccoli will be grow. Pier won't be open until 9, so let's at least take care of my animals. I want to move these fish ponds so that they're not right up against the fence. want my animals to reach max hearts. I've been relying on the info suite to tell me what needs to be petted, but when they're at max hearts, I put those away, so I'm going to pet some animals. But none of them are max hearts yet anyway, so don't have to worry about that. It's not letting me pet this goat. I do long for the auto grabber for the barn though. The day when I finally put the milk pail into a chest and forget about it is always one of my favorite things in the playthrough. But as I've said before, because of a bug involving goats, I don't do it until I'm sure they're going to give gold milk. I have not made a loom as of yet. I really don't feel like one is necessary until and if you get sheep, since the rabbits only produce once every 7 days. But I suppose one loom would not hurt. So what do I need? I need 50 wood, 30 fiber, and a pine tar. Well, Robin funded most of that by giving me 50 wood every day. I have more than enough pine tar, and I have more than a full stack of fiber. Thank you, Green Rain. It's 60 wood. I should probably increase the UI size a little bit, so I don't have to lean in so much. I will do 1 tick of UI. My eyes really are not very good. Even with the glasses, some things are not easy to see. Alright, so I'll buy from here real quick. And I will take the amethyst that I'll be giving to Abigail with me. Her 10-heart event takes place in the mines, so I probably won't be able to see it today, unless I take a special trip over there. Usually she goes over to the bus stop on her birthday, but it's raining today, so I expect her to still be inside. Bent wood some quartz. Yep, she's right here. So here's my last bouquet. And love gift. So now all of the marriage candidates are at 10 hearts. I will buy the bok choy and 14 berry seeds. And then I will pop into the desert to get more beet seeds. I have not forgotten to get the mermaid's pendant, but he stays there for a while. And even if he didn't, I get a storm day tomorrow as well, so he'll be there both days. Is the profit from beets really high enough to offset the 500 I have to spend on the costs each time? I mean, they only cost 20, so I believe so. they go. The downside to them growing so quickly is I have to come out here to get them more often. If I had enough iridium, I could get the desert warp totem recipe, but I need to give him 10 iridium bars for that. So I'll probably start doing serious skull cavern dives soon now that I have the galaxy sword and the iridium pickaxe. I am certainly properly equipped to do so. Speaking of doing cloth, thank you for the small chance. Yeah, that beach planted. That box planted. Plant the cherry seeds carefully so I plant them without fucking the others. I've done that more times than I care to admit. I don't need more cloth. I have 13 in there. That's more than what I need for if I decide to have Robin build a mill and the game's crafting recipes. And if I wanted to make like a suit for my pending nuptials. Unless I already have a suit. Do I have a suit? I have a blue buttoned vest that's at least a little nicer than a regular shirt. Basic pullover, probably not. No, I'll wear the grass skirt and the caveman shirt to my wedding, sure. Alright, so I said if I was done with other things, I would spend some time trying to fish up catfish today. With the artisan profession, smoked catfish is big money. But I'll go talk to the ancient mariner first and get the mermaid pendant. Just because I can get it tomorrow doesn't mean I should wait until tomorrow. Plus it's Saturday, so it doesn't hurt to pop down to the beach and collect whatever forage is available for me. I'm gonna say no to mystery boxes. I see you, sir. I will be with you in a moment. Alright, so. I can see it in your eyes. There be a special someone in your heart. There sure is, old mariner. Just so happens I'm selling the mermaid's pendant. Give that to your intended and they'll know exactly what you mean. It's 5,000. I thought it was 10,000 for some reason. Alright, so now I have a mermaid's pendant. I will give it to a girl the day after I see Abigail's pen-headed. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Probably was gonna sneeze like 6 times during the stream yesterday. I never actually did. And then that one today came on suddenly. So, because cloth doesn't sell for as much as it should, another change was made to the game not too long ago. It used to be that even with the artisan profession, it was more valuable to sell a medium quality wool than it was to turn into cloth. But now you can, when you put cloth into a loom, you have a chance of getting more than one back. And when it's a medium quality wool, that chance is 100%. So it is now always more profitable to turn it into cloth. I will, for this moment, pop the mermaid's in there. I shouldn't be able to see Abigail's 10 heart event today, but why don't I go up to the mines and find out? Hey Siri, look up Abigail Stardew Valley. Oh, there it is. Mines to the quarry mine between 5 p.m. and midnight. One bat comes out, and she laughs. And then a lot of bats come out. Okay, if that many bats attacked, I'd be scared too. That's fair. Are you okay is the more friendship answer. Patrick, I'm alright. You know I've been practicing my swordsmanship for a while. Well, I decided today would be the day I venture into the caves. But I got scared. I couldn't do it. I guess I'm not as tough as I thought. The proper response is, I get scared too. I guess when you have something to lose, it's normal to be afraid. I really like you, and not just as a friend. You know that, right? I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but I can't keep it anymore. I've felt this way for a long time. You don't have to say anything right now. Let's just stay here for a while. Hugs. Alright, so I've now seen all the 10 heart events, which means I'm about to get married, but there's one other scene I can see, and because I want to ask. I shouldn't propose tomorrow because the marriage is 3 days after you propose, and that would mean I get married on the day of the fair. Let me grab my trusty rabbit's foot so that people don't hate me for a week. It might be too late. I actually have no idea. The house is not closed yet, so it should work. For some reason, you decide to place your hand in your pocket. You touch the rabbit's foot and feel a sense of relief. And here are my girls around the table. We were just gossiping about Mayor Lewis and Marty. Personally, I don't think there's anything official going on between them. Huh, were you born yesterday? You spent a short while with the group. It was an uneventful gathering. So if you have the rabbit's foot in your inventory, you will gossip about Mayor Lewis and Marnie, If you do not have the rabbit's foot, they will confront you about trying to date all of them at the same time, and they will treat you coldly for the next week and not accept any gifts. But after that, they will forgive you and things will go back to normal. You will not see that event if you have given anyone a wilted bouquet to stop dating them, or if you've given someone a mermaid's pendant, which is why I did that now before proposing marriage. With the impending completion of my greenhouse, I'm going to pull the seed maker out, and I'm going to get my regular quality ancient fruit ready, and I'm going to start, while not going super hard at it, at least start turning my ancient seeds into, or my fruit into ancient seeds. In fact, if I can, 1 gold bar, 10 coal, and 25 wood. Go ahead and make another one. I'll have to make one of everything for perfection anyway, so why not just go ahead and get my seed maker. By the way, as long as you have advanced crafting information turned on in the options, you can see how many, if any, you've crafted of each thing. You definitely want to turn that on before you start crafting things for perfection, so you're not, trying to make things you've already made multiple times. Assuming that you're making them for the purpose of completing crafting and not, just do one thing for something. Obviously, if you want the item for some use besides just having crafted it, then by all means, craft away. So the watering can will be done tomorrow, Robin will be done with my house upgrade tomorrow, there'll be a thunderstorm tomorrow. I'm just waiting for a little bit. Typically, you'll get between 1 and 3 seeds when you put something into a seed maker. Of that crop, there's also 1 crop each from summer, spring, summer, fall, and winter, that when you put it in, you'll get those seasonal seeds. I believe, and I can't promise this, that it is horseradish for spring, spiceberry for summer, common mushroom for fall, and winter root for winter. But typically, if I'm going to be making seasonal seeds, then I'll do the crafting for them. Which I've done for spring and summer, but not for fall or winter. Not to make sure I do that at some point. But I've been saving like all of my forageables, so that won't be a problem. I am going to be crafting a bunch of planters as soon as I can. You cannot until you've completed the greenhouse, but I make a lot once my house is fully upgraded, because I have space. So with the sprinkler layout I mentioned, you have 116 open spaces in the greenhouse. There are 120 total spaces you can plant in, but about 4 of those are taken by sprinklers. But we have 37 ancient seeds so far. So there's plenty of extra room in there. Usually what I put there is strawberries, and then as I harvest, on days that I harvest strawberries, I get rid of as many as I have ancient seeds and replace it with those, but I do not have strawberry seeds. What I'll probably do is just put my like carrots, cauliflower, parsnip, whatever extra seeds I have left over from other seasons, just put them in there. I forgot that I had some in bok choy when I bought more the other day. I'm going to bed because I dropped frames when it's raining. I need to finish rain days. I got an achievement for upgrading my house for a second time. We got some good money from all the crops that I sold. 952 for each of the 5 fairy honeys. Fairy rose themselves sell pretty nice too. Both goat cheeses were gold quality, so lots there. I also started doing something with goat cheese once I have my house fully upgraded. So, we got the Live in Large achievement. That has a number of impacts. Most notably, we now have like a proper second floor. I tend to put the fireplace up there, and then move that over there. Mostly, I'm gonna get stuff out of the doorway there. I'm gonna put these under the painting. I'll have to move some of this stuff. Actually, yeah, get this stuff out of the way. Because there are additional rooms you can make add on to your house, but if you have stuff in the way, then you'll be told to move it before the addition can be made. There is one right there. I'll have to move that stuff, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So my pumpkins are done. Let's see if I get 5 gold star. I'm just still rolling it. I got 9 gold star. I got 1 regular quality. It's fine. Everything is fine. No worries at all. It's just really funny to only get 1 regular quality. So I will use that regular quality for the community center. I will use 5 gold quality also for the community center. And I guess for the carving pumpkin quest that Caroline did, I'll use 1 of the silver. So let's put those extra ones for the community center in there. There are some people that really love pumpkins as gifts. But I'll just hold them for now. I'll just sell them for now. I should keep at least 1 in case a bulletin board quest pops up, but I will buy more pumpkins today. A new baby lizard hatched. It's a nice dinosaur name. I could be really mean with that and like pick someone just ridiculously old. They kind of look like Stegosaurus. Let's do Stegosaurus and to end before time. And I'll just give it a random name for now. So dinosaurs take some time to grow up. They produce a dinosaur egg every 7 days. You can incubate that egg, or you can turn it into the museum if you haven't yet. You can also sell it or turn it into dinosaur mayo every 7 days. It does count as an artifact, so if you have the treasure appraisal guide, for everything except for regular quality dinosaur eggs, it would be more profitable to sell as is than turning it into dinosaur mayo. I will need 2 dinosaur mayo, at least. One for shipping collection and one for a Coast Community Center quest. Bringing again, so I can get my animals out. But I've got plenty of fiber, no worries. So, let's head over towards the community center. Be thrown away. Also, these mushrooms. Let us take 1 corn, 1 eggplant, 1 yam, 1 regular quality pumpkin, 5 gold pumpkins, the silver quality for the quest. I'm going to check the calendar, and if I'm mistaken about some days, I'll go ahead and do those too, but don't think I have the days off in my mind. I also have to remember that Sandy's birthday is tomorrow, and I would like to get her to 10 hearts. Alright, checking the calendar, the Stardew Valley Fair is what I'm thinking of. It's actually only 2 days away, so if I propose today, it will not be the day of the fair that I get married. And your anniversary isn't even celebrated in the game, so it doesn't really matter what day you get married. In like Harvest Moon games, which of course Stardew Valley is based on, they're inspired by. Some of them do celebrate your anniversary, but as far as gameplay goes, your anniversary doesn't matter. If you want to make it special, because that's more immersive for you, then by all means. Maybe you want some midnight carp, but no. Thank you, Caroline Pumpkin. Finally getting that quest out of my... Oh! That's awkward. Caroline was so happy because Abigail told her that we're seeing each other. Well, for the moment. Pierre has nothing to say about it because it doesn't relate to money, so he doesn't care. You're cute. Oh, it's so sweet. But no, Abigail is not the one I was suggested to marry. So it will not be Abigail on this file. Sorry, Abigail fans. I'm kind of a fan too, but... let's turn in the corn, the eggplant, the crops bundle gets you a bee house. And then turn into 5 gold star pumpkins. The quality crops bundle gives you a preserves jar. And here's the final bundle completed. The last bundle. Farewell, Patrick. And now the community center is complete. In fall year 2, which is exceptionally late for me. Usually I do it in the first year. First year community center runs are not challenging to me at this point. The Jinmos have returned to the spirit world. And so there will be a cutscene when they come into town on a non-rainy day. So, coming up here, is it Maru? It's not Maru. I haven't married Maru on enough playthroughs now. She's just sweetie. It's not Maru. Not this time. Actually, probably marrying the person I've married the fewest number of times across my playthroughs. Found. I'll get my watering can back before it stops raining. Gods don't really count for engagements. Do my own moderation. I probably should have brought another tool over to get upgraded, but I also didn't watch the cream of sauce in the morning. I need to do that. Is it Emily? It's not Emily. Is it Haley? It's not Haley. I guess I'll check the traveling card. Once the greenhouse is completed, I want to put a bunch of fruit trees in there as well. So it's still useful to check the traveling cart to see if she's selling tree seed saplings at a discount. She is not. She's not selling much of anything today, honestly. Is the other one? It's not Leah. So, if you're paying attention, there's only one girl that I did not talk to. I was in fact when I asked for who I should marry. The response I received was Penny. That is where I will marry on this playthrough. Should I put trailer right now? Yes. I was just thinking about the future. Where do you picture yourself in 10 years? I have 2 ideas for myself. Well, maybe Accept. I'll set everything up. We'll have the ceremony in 3 days, okay? I'm a little scared. It's such a big change. Don't worry. I'm really happy, too. So yes, I'll be marrying Penny in this spring. That will make her very unhappy by never having children. There's rumors that in the next update there may be a change to how the children work in the game, rather than leave them as perpetual toddlers. But right now, there's not really any reason. There is a Steam achievement to have 2 children, but it is not necessary for anything really. It is not necessary for perfection. You do not have to have children. They don't have any utility. They don't like help you on the farm or anything. Of course, that's the only reason to have children, of course. Free labor. I'm joking. I'm going to grab some wood and replace the destroyed path down here. I can tell if there's at least one spot that was broken. Spot there. I can't tell if the corner spot was also. Looks like it. I'll just need a couple more. Okay, looks like all the spots are covered. I have 2 left. I will do that a little bit. Okay. Before I forget, just finish off. This one always reminds me of Stardew Valley. There's a few days in fall where the valley is overflowing with the most delicious blackberries I've ever tasted. If you can get your hands on some, I highly recommend them for the simple cobbler. Their name is Blackberry Cobbler. I do already have some fruit tree saplings for the greenhouse. I've got a cherry and apricot. I've got an orange, and I've got a pomegranate. I do 2 of each, so I need another cherry, apricot, orange, and pomegranate, then 2 peach trees and 2 apple trees. Unfortunately, I can't turn the fruit tree seeds I've gotten from the that cave into saplings. Neither the seed maker nor any other methods will allow me to do that. Alright, I think I did everything I was hoping to today. And now the dynamos are repairing my greenhouse and a raccoon runs south. That will be part of another future quest. there are several quests that will be unlocked now that the community center is completed. Cockle-doodle-doo. So the Stardew Valley Fair is tomorrow. We're going to move this over. This is an off the land say. Item Spotlight Recycling Machine. Have you been catching a lot of junk while fishing? It's all too common in this day and age. Well, with a recycling machine, you can turn those items into something useful. Just place your trash items into the machine and let it do its thing. Each type of trash produces different kinds of items. Which, of course, we knew, but... Kent sent a mega bomb in the mail. This reminded me of the fair. Put the mega bomb away so I don't blow anything up. It's also Sandy's birthday, do not forget. I will be going to her before I go into town. We now have a gold watering can, so we can water 3 by 3 squares. Just like the quality sprinklers. Of course, now that I have this, I'm dreaming about the iridium watering can, but this is still a huge benefit. We're watering everything faster than ever. Just in case I did something wrong there. Make sure that those spots all got watered. The grapes are a day away. The amaranth is ready today. Let's get that harvested. It's not 9 o'clock and I'm already done watering my crops. And I was doing it slow just to make sure that I get everything on that first time. Watering them like this. So I'll need to get, amaranth today as well. But don't forget that I have other things to do today as well. So I'll talk about marriage in this game a little bit. You want to make sure to speak to your spouse every day. Also, if you speak to her more than once, you will kiss. You want to make sure that you see that each day. At least once each day. The 1 gift per day limit remains, but the 2 gift per week limit is removed. You do not necessarily need to give her gifts every day to keep her friendship up. Talking will prevent decay. But even once your spouse reaches maximum hearts, unlike everyone else in the game, it will not stop going down. It will always decay unless you talk to them. Also, the rate of friendship decay is much higher for a spouse than it is for any other villager. So you want to make sure that you are treating your spouse well. Good advice for real life as well. Give your girl gifts and talk to them and show affection. So I will take a flower of some sort. Sandy is already at almost 8 hearts. So I do not need to take a star drop tea out there. I did not hear my phone ring. And it's a local number too. But a voicemail was left. Is that the... Just a second to figure this out. Okay, I got an unexpected voicemail, but when I tried to call back, it went straight to their voicemail, so I guess it's not too important. Let's go to the desert. The only day, besides the Desert Festival, when Sandy is not planning is in fact her birthday. On her birthday, Emily visits the desert, and they spend time together. They didn't have to work, they seems to be on a nice picnic. But you're not at work. Hello, sweetie. Here is your birthday gift. She is now at 10 hearts, but because 1.7 is not out yet, I cannot romance her. Emily's giving her a gift as well. If you get here early enough, you can still purchase things. I haven't actually opened this room. Is that a club card? That's right. Now step aside, blockhead. Mr. Key is in here. Well, look who made it inside my exclusive clubhouse. You've got the spark. That's why I singled you out. What spark? Ah, the conduit of mystery, of art. People like us have a responsibility to keep the world alive, to give folks a taste of the extraordinary. You see, kid, the world's like a bowl of rice. It's got substance, but it ain't worth nothing without a good zesty sauce. That's where we come in. Did you ever wonder who put those treasure chests in the old mine shaft? I like to give people surprises. You'll understand someday. Just keep doing your best and never give up. There's some stats over here. I have taken 251,840 steps, given 281 gifts in 183 days in the valley, hoed 558 pieces of dirt, crafted 622 items, cooked 195 items, recycled 204 pieces of trash, slain 2,708 monsters, caught 1,075 fish, have cast my line 937 times, sown 728 seeds, shipped 3,419 items. You can play Calico Jack in here. It's basically blackjack. There are also slot machines. There's this guy who will sell you a statue of endless fortune for 1 million G. It gives you loved gifts on people's birthdays and things like diamonds on other days. Welwick is here. It's not her lucky day, she drank too much. This is the Calico Jack 1,000 coin bet. The other one's 100 coin bet. And back here is where you can exchange these key tokens. You can get some decoration items, a top hat. One of the rare crows is here. You can get some hardwood fences, magnets, farm warp totems, modern double bed, fireworks, wallpaper flooring. There used to be no limit on like most of the items you could buy. So if you cheated, it's heavily influenced by daily luck. You could get like an infinite number of coins and just buy like an entire inventory worth of, say, farm warp totems, and just sell them for essentially infinite money. But now there's a limit to how many things you can buy each day. I'm not going to spend money on key tokens today. Now Sandy is not in their shop anymore. Sure, that way we'll walk around the desert slowly throughout the day. Also worth noting, even if you have the late game item key to the town, you can't get into Sandy's shop when she's not there because technically her shop is not in town, it's in the desert. So the key to the town does not work on her shop. But now I have everyone at 10 hearts, except for one character we have not even met yet. But it's coming soon. I'm going to go into town and see a cutscene. I'm ready to click. There will be balloons. I must click on all of them. If you click on the balloons, they pop. Barney's very happy. Actually, everyone's very happy. Once the screen starts to fade, you can't click on them anymore. It's like basically everyone's in here. You will never see anywhere near this many people in the community center again, but for this one scene, there's really something for everyone in here. It's a shame that not everyone visits. I'm not sure how you did it, Patrick. The community center has never looked better. You've done Pelican Town a great service. Everyone in town is pleased. As a way of saying thank you, I'd like to present you with this town's greatest honor, the Stardew Hero Award. You've earned it. If you win the Joja route, you get a vending machine that gives you 1 Joja Cola per day, which is more than the Stardew Hero trophy gives you, but the trophy looks nicer. Who's that? Sales have been plummeting. Where have all my customers gone? Ah, Morris. What? Wow. All my customers here? This isn't good. How does it feel? You can say, let's be reasonable, or let's sell this the old-fashioned way. Any viewers here to weigh in? Or should I decide randomly? Let's be reasonable. This is no consequence. I'll just run a 75% off sale and all my customers will come crawling back to me, begging for forgiveness. You'll see. No, not this time. Gather around, everyone. I remember when I first moved to Pelican Town, this building was active and vibrant. We worked together to make the town a better place. There was a real sense of community. George, you always used to do the crossword puzzle while sipping coffee in the community kitchen. Remember? Good old days. Emily, you wove that custom banner for the Stardew Valley Fair. I remember you working on that for years. It was a lot of fun. Willie, remember when your little crab experiment got out of hand? That I do. We showed up one morning and the place was crawling with them. But Gus saved the day with a brilliant idea. A crab leg feast for the entire valley. I still dream of that garlic. Oh god, garlic butter. Oh, I love lobster. You see, everyone, our community is what makes Pelican Town special. When George Mark came to town, we lost sight of that. But now, thanks to Patrick, we have a second chance. I'm asking that you join me in boycotting George Mart. We have the power to reclaim our old way of life. Who's with me? I've lived here too long to see this town go to ruin. You can count me in. Anyway, boycott, me too. It's about time. No more Georgia. I'm done for. Morris and his Georgia Mart cronies were never heard from again. Now, if you choose, let's sell this the old-fashioned way. Pierre and Morris fight. Pierre, of course, wins the
mentions in some of his dialogue that he used to be a boxer back in the day. First, he slanders JoJo's name to goad Morris into the fight, and then Morris says something like your punches are like your fresh produce selection, and Pierre says that Morris's punches are just like Jojo Mart, quantity over quality, and then punches him through the roof. Either way, Morris is done. I need to buy more amaranth. And if I come over towards Jojo, there's now a sign that says terminated over the top. Out of business. There's a training spot to grab. Sounds like another one popped up when I did that one, but the town has so much length of water in it that you never really know where the rest is. I bought amaranth, but let's buy. It was one more each of cherry and apricot tree. It was one more orange and 2 peach, one more pomegranate and 2 apple. Had just enough. Oh, also, while I'm in town, it is Monday, so check the board. There's a new beauty craze in Zuzu City. Apparently a lotion made from cranberries is said to remove wrinkles. Anybody who ships 100 cranberries by the end of the season will earn a substantial reward from the Pelican Town Agricultural Fund. 14 days. And I already have cranberries growing. I've got 18 of them, so 3 harvests, I think, because you get extra berries. Or fish up 20 river fish. I'm shipping all the cranberries anyway, so let's choose the quest that doesn't require me to do anything further than what I'm already doing. Now the only birthday I really ever have to worry about from now on is Penny. So, one thing I often think on is how am I going to make sure that I can give whomever I marry loved gifts all the time. So let me open up the wiki and talk about Penny's loved gifts. Obviously universal loves, of course, with the exception of rabbit's feet. She dislikes rabbit's feet. All books are loved. Diamonds are loved, emeralds are loved, melons, poppies, poppy seed muffin, bread plate, roots platter, sandfish, and tom cow soup. Now, having the necessary ingredients to always cook someone's favorite meals is not really sustainable, nor is growing melon and poppy. I mean, you can use the greenhouse to make sure that some are growing. The sandfish, you would need to go to the desert regularly, or at least have a fish pond with sandfish. Books are basically random. Sure, you can buy them from the traveling cart or the bookseller, but that's a lot of money. So that leaves us with diamonds and emeralds. Diamonds in the crystallarium, while arguably the best uh, thing to put in the crystallarium in terms of money, also takes the longest. Uh, Diamonds take 5 days. Emeralds take 2 days. So, while it's not necessarily that you can give her one every single day, if you have more than one crystallarium making emeralds, then you can certainly pull that off. Now, I only have 2 crystallariums right now, and they're producing jade so that I can get more staircases. But I will probably... I'll definitely be crafting crystallariums at some point, and it would not be outrageous for me to spare a couple for emeralds. In the meantime, uh, I can certainly get by with other gifts. I mean, I have plenty of emeralds and diamonds now, yeah? I've got 46 diamonds and 38 emeralds, which is not a small amount. I still have a gold star melon. Have a bunch of poppies. So giving her love gifts is not going to be a problem, at least initially. But of course, to make lots of crystallariums and make sure I can keep giving her love gifts, I need more iridium than I've got right now. I'm going to pour out the tree seeds. Got 2 of each? Yes. Let me make sure in my inventory they're sorted the way I want them to be. Apricot, then peach, then orange, then apple, then pomegranate. Okay. So you can put fruit tree seeds on the outside in the places you can't plant. I actually have like a page that has been saved here for a very, very long time. And I don't really need it anymore. I basically memorized uh, the tree layout for the greenhouse, having done it dozens of times at this point. But if you look up the greenhouse on the Stardew Valley wiki and scroll down to the section on fruit trees, it shows you a layout of 6 iridium sprinklers and 18 fruit trees, placed to maximize planting space and trees. Now, 6 uh, trees times 2 is 12, which leaves additional spaces. But I have a good reason for that. So, the pomegranates, I plant one here. I planted the apple tree. Well, thankfully, because this is 1.6, I can pick it up. Pomegranate here and here. Apple here and here. Cherry trees. The spots I choose not to plant are the ones on either side of the entrance. So instead, here and here. Apricots here and here. Peaches, 2 spots up here and here. And oranges, another 2 spots higher. Here and here. So those will grow in 1 month. There are 2 other types of fruit trees that I do not have access to, but I left spots between the orange and the apple trees for them. So, what can we do now that the community center is done? I've said that there are several things. Let's come up here first, and we'll encounter the wizard standing in front of this cave that's been blocked off for ages. Ah, Patrick, I've been waiting for you. Have I ever told you I used to be married? Yes, you have. Strange, I know, for a man like me, but it's true. My wife and I were together for many years, until I made a mistake that drove her away. Her anger and envy were so intense that she turned green and began flying around the countryside, cursing everything in her path. When I found out, I sealed this passage to her home, fearing that an innocent villager might fall prey to her dark magic. But now it must be unsealed, for when we separated, she took my magic ink. I need that magic ink back. I would do this myself, but I can't see her again. That's why I need your help. In order to unseal this passage, you'll need a dark talisman. Talk to Grubus in the sewer. You should know where to find one. I'm counting on you. If you can retrieve my magic ink, I promise I'll make it worth your while. Now go! I must away! And then the witch flies by. So, I could not unseal that by myself. I do in fact need Grubus' help. I don't know that I'll be able to do all of it today, but I'll at least get this started. If I'm not spending all my time finding panning spots. Those bubbles are tempting me. But I'll minecart to the town. It's closest to a sewer entrance. And when I go into the sewer and talk to Krobus, he'll help me out. What's that? You're looking for a dark talisman. Now that you mention it, I did have one in my possession not too long ago. Unfortunately, I dropped it while exploring that tunnel in the far corner. Things started heating up in there, so I left in a hurry and sealed the entrance. You seem pretty sturdy though, so I'll open it back up for you. Just be careful, okay? So, this is the mutant bug lair. And I have 5 fish that I have not caught, because I did not have access to any of them. The mutant bug lair is where I can catch the first of those 2 fish. Fishing here, you can find things like carp, of course. Why wouldn't you be able to catch carp? And you can fish up white algae and trash, just like any other place. It's almost certainly another carp. Probably moving along. At least I got the chicken statue, which I did not have yet. I've been looking for a dig spot on my farm to finally get that. I'm moving right away because if I find the other fish, it's not just going to stay at the bottom, but it's causing me to not get perfect catches even on the carp. Okay, this is probably the other fish. Moving quite a bit more. Do not stay at the bottom the whole time. Here we go, the slime jack. Can only be caught here in the mutant bug lair. Nowhere else. I'm going to step out of the mutant bug lair for a moment. It's kind of like the mines where if you stand still for too long, bugs might bite you. There are grubs in here. Grubs. They act much in the same way that the grubs in the mines do. If you hit them but don't take them out, they will transform. If you were ever short on fiber, this used to be the best way to get it. You can definitely get plenty of fiber in here. If you come to the back, you can find the Dark Talisman. Now, I don't really have time to go back up to the train station and finish that today, but I at least got the Dark Talisman. And I got another fish cut. Slime Jack went right there. And I can catch that fish next. So today was a very eventful day. I don't know if I'll actually complete the quest involving the Dark Talisman tomorrow. This is Stardew Valley Fair. But we'll see. Put the slime jack in there. I'll sell its roe. I got some bug meat. I don't need regular geodes anymore. I'll also just sell the carp. I got some unusual items today, so I'm trying to figure out where to put everything. The Dark Talisman is not in my inventory. It's considered a key item, so it's right there. And even once I use it, it will stay highlighted there to show that I had gotten it. I saw one truffle. Yeah, with 2 pigs that are at decent heart levels. It shouldn't be terribly difficult for me to be getting multiple truffles every day. Did I actually close these? Yes, I did. We are right at the edge of time this day. I'll put the farm turtle in here, stacked with the others. I'll put the Stardew Hero Trophy, at least for the time being, next to the Gold Lewis. I'll get stuck on that chair, endangering my chances to get back to bed. So just a little bit after the greenhouse is completed, there was a strong windstorm during the night. Cloudy tomorrow. Spirits feel neutral today. Not that it really matters. The fair is luck-free. Pierre's General Store is now open 7 days a week. And Willie has unlocked the back room of his shop. Sandy sent me cactus fruit. actually accidentally change the size. Okay. I can see the game properly again. The artichokes are not done today, will be done tomorrow. But the only things that are done today are crops that we grow, which is perfect for a festival day. It's not getting right now. It feels a little bunched up. I feel like I'm on Star Trek Next Generation and I have to do the tug. Grapes are not ready, but the eggplants are ready, and the ancient fruit is also ready. Any gold star ancient fruits? There's a couple. I will sell the silver again. Okay, so I'm actually doing pretty okay on staircases right now. I'm going to start duplicating the emeralds now. Happy wife, happy life, even if you don't have staircases. Alright, I'll put those in the seed maker. Let's see, I think truffle oil will probably be my artisan good for the day. Three more ancient fruit. Oh, I forgot to put the other dinosaur egg in, darn it. And now I'm wondering if putting one in will result in them producing on the same day, which is not what I want. I'll take the chance. If not, I'll have different dinosaur eggs. I can sell one and try again. In the meantime, I should at least start the next one incubating. I'm not going to look the animals out today, even though I could get truffles that way. They just eat the grass, as they won't if I leave them inside. I suppose the friendship also goes up a little faster if you let them out, but maybe that's only with bluegrass. Maybe it's just mood that goes up if you let them out with regular grass. I didn't keep an animal product, but that's okay. I'll keep one of the goat cheese as a, oh, that's another artisan good. That. I'll take the mushroom. That's a forage good. I'm going to win the fair judging no matter what. It really doesn't matter what I do. I've got more than enough to win it. But just to make sure, let's come in here and we'll grab a cooked dish. We'll grab a chocolate cake, because that has a pretty high rating. I'll grab a gold star fruit. And I don't want a gold star vegetable. I do not have an extra cauliflower. But I'll just take that vegetable anyway. I need an animal product. I can use the rabbit's foot. Need a mineral. I can take a diamond. Need a fish. I can take, for example, a fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. My ninth is usually a flower. And I did keep a gold star fairy rose. It's not perfect, but it should be more than enough to get first place in the display. I could arrange them neatly, but I'll just shift. Oh no, shift click doesn't put them in right away. On that place, I'll make the diamond the centerpiece. With the things of higher quality. Yeah, that should be more than enough to win. I managed to catch several iridium quality beauties just in time for this year's fair. After our green spirits are judged, I'll have to try my hand at the fishing game pen. My animals had a successful year. I'm hoping the high quality produce will impress the judges. How's your Grange display? It's your moment to showcase the fruits of your labor. I'm confident that I'll emerge victorious in this year's Grange display competition. Some of the produce in our Grange display came from my little greenhouse. You've been carefully growing this stuff all year. The food is over here this time. Working 4 grills simultaneously is hard work. It's a large and hungry crowd to cater to today. A little dash of my zesty sauce in each patty. Yum yum. Life don't get much better than this, kid. Every 100 rounds of the strength game, I'm going to eat another barbecue sandwich. Trying to maintain a diet this fall, but I can't resist these juicy burgers. Well, they are vegetarian, so maybe a little healthier. I'm astonished by the level of craftsmanship on display here. Some people are so talented. I think Robin and I make a pretty good team, don't you think? If you want to master the wood, you have to think like a tree. Come here, sit for a while. There's space on the ridge for both of us. Okay, fiancé. That lady told me my fortune. I don't know what to make of it. If you wish to peer through the misted forest, speak to my colleague Grover. She has an uncommon gift. The young man by the tree seemed intrigued by his reading, but even with my powers, I cannot probe the innermost secrets of the heart. Let's get my fortune told. Ah, I see you in the saloon, surrounded by friends. It doesn't seem like you have any favorites. You're popular with everyone. Oh, it seems you'll be leaving more than a few heartbroken. I already proposed. Are you playing games with those who put their trust in you? Crystal ball has moved on. I see you somewhere dark. But there you are, inspecting a marvelous gemstone. It's glittering the light of a small lantern. Ah, the crystal ball has gone dim. That's all I can do for you, young man. So that means I've gotten the most experience from mining in this playthrough thus far. Oh no, who's responsible for delivering gear? Every year we get some tourists that don't respect our town. When Sandy and I were kids, we joked about running away from y'all and joining the circus. I don't think we would have actually gone through with it, but it's fun to imagine. Stardew Valley community is truly one of a kind. Sandy comes to this festival alone. George is on the verge of falling asleep. Maybe I should start a collection of clown figurines? terrifying. Please do not. I'm in the market for a new weapon. I wonder if I can negotiate a trade with Clint. This blade is so elegant. Maybe someday I'll have enough money to buy one. It's heartening to see others take an interest in my work. I just feel like I'm doing something good in the world. Finished some of these pieces just last week. Please inspect them closely. I stand behind my work. I gambled and lost it all to the spinning wheel. I should have voted with green. My son has a knack for accuracy. I wonder if he got it from me. Can I play this slingshot game again, Dad, please? I will play it once. I always play each game once. At least once. I'm gonna end this place. I'm missing a bunch of shots. Ah! But I can make up for the shots I missed by hitting multiples at other times. I'm not very good with the slingshot, but I like to do it at least once. So much to do, I don't know where to begin. I don't mind the spell, I just emerged from the fishing booth in a sizable hall. Let's do this one. Besides getting the slime jack, I've hardly fished at all this stream. On the smallmouth bass. Strawberry catfish. Even if I can't get a perfect catch, try and catch these as good as you can. Almost didn't perfect catch that salmon, but I did. This one seems to be staying fairly low, at least to start. Moved up. Sunfish, I should be able to catch at least one more fish. Even if I perfect catch this one, I probably don't have enough time to have something else. Yep, my time's up. 228, 6 fish caught, sizable production bonus. Still a good number of star tokens, not as much as I have gotten, but pretty good. I guess I already talked to Mario. I always do the strength game, once 0 strength and once flash strength. Got them both on my first try. And now I will have Lewis start the judging. And while he's doing that, I'll come up here and talk to one up here. The animals have been given their favorite foods, so they're happy. Feel free to pet them, they won't bite. Moo! Moo! I'm trying to talk to the baby cows. Moo! Animals are kind of like little people. They also have feelings and emotions. Sheep have remarkable memory capabilities, retaining familiarity with both little sheep and humans. They even form friendships, mirroring the close bonds we humans cultivate with one another. So, the display has been judged. Did I talk to everyone who's here? Grobus is not here, the dwarf is not here, but everyone else has there's a prize ticket today that I definitely want to get. But beyond that, nothing else is too important. I won with a rating of 104. That's sizable. I can shift click to remove the stuff from the display though. So let me try switch. So the number one priority is of course the prize ticket, and that costs 1,000. I don't need another glowstone ring. I do have the fedora, the rare crow, and the light green rug at home. Dried sunflowers, I have one of those as well. But the tokens do not carry over from year to year. Should I get another rare crow? I'm sure I got the rare crow last year. I will get another light green rug and another dried sunflowers. It's fine. I'm pretty sure the only rare crow I'm missing is the one from the special area. 1, 2, 3, 4, I see. 5. I'm missing a bunch, actually. Let me look up the rare crows real quick and see if I just made a mistake. Rare crow, Stardew. This one down here is the one you get from the Stardew Valley Fair. I don't see the witch, which you buy from the Spirits Eve Festival. The alien I get at the casino. I did not buy the snowman either. But I do have the flower dance one, the one from the dwarf, and the 2 from the museum. So I need to buy one when the Spirits Eve Festival comes around, one from the traveling cart or the Festival of Ice, and one from the casino. Those are the 3 I'm still missing. Not a big deal, by the way. I'll put stuff back in their respective chests. Definitely want to make sure to not accidentally sell a legendary fish. I will sell that, and I will sell that. I want the void mail for something else. So I wanted another rug so I could put one in front of my bed. As far as the dried sunflowers, I'll just put them in the corner here. At least for now. Okay, I still have a bit of time. What I'm going to try and do is see if I can get some of these, see if I can get these ancient seeds down. So an iridium sprinkler does a 5x5 spot. Of course, centered on itself. So I put one there. That covers the right hand side. I like having the spot under the sprinkler hose too if possible, so that's why I'm doing the whole section rather than just putting it down first. I'll go ahead and put one on the outside edge there. But I have 40 ancient seed packets, so I'll start populating the area with those. And then because it's not 2 a.m. yet, let's see how many of them I can get watered. One less day that they have to grow is valuable, since they do take the whole season. One less day if I water them now. I'm not going to get to my house in time, am I? Oh, I got inside. I hardly made any steps, but I won't lose any money. Okay, I think I'm going to do this day and then probably call it a stream. I didn't change clothes for the wedding, so whatever, you don't get a special wedding suit. Whatever you're wearing that night is what you wear to the wedding. Didn't even change my hat. Penny gets a nice dress. When Patrick first arrived in Pelican Town, no one knew if he'd fit in with our community. But from this day forward, Patrick is going to be as much part of this town as any of us. It is my great honor on this day, 17th of fall, to unite Patrick and Penny in the bonds of marriage. Well, let's get right to it. Patrick, you may kiss. Mwah. Penny's dancing. Robin and Demetrius are attempting to dance with each other. Life is going to be different from now on, but the future looks bright. That's it, I'm married now. The wedding was wonderful, wasn't it, dear? Well, we can't forget about the farm. Time to get to work. And we kiss. So now, Penny is at the top, wife, instead of... And even though all of the other marriage candidates are still... had been given a bouquet, so they remain at 10 hearts. But, they're single now, because you... Unless you have a polyamory mod, you can only marry one person. Also, my luck today shows a heart instead of anything else. Well, luck, but a special heart icon in the interface up top. Because it's our wedding day, I'll give her a gold quality loved gift. Let's pretend that this is what I saved Mullen for. So she was already at 11 hearts. She's on her way to 12. The star drop is received at 12 hearts. Also, each spouse has a unique heart event at 14 hearts. If you sometimes those 14 heart events impact a little bit of the valley. If you see the 14 heart event and it changes something, and then you divorce the spouse, whatever change was made will stay. So if you are willing to marry and divorce everyone, you could see every 14 heart event in a single playthrough. But I have never actually divorced a spouse in Stardew Valley. At some point I will end up doing a playthrough where I marry everyone. get all their portraits and make those be shrine in my house to uh, previous spouses, but I have not done that playthrough yet. I have 5 groups, yes I do. Artichokes harvested. Do I have 3 spots for bok choy? Yes I do. So I need to buy more artichokes and bok choy, but remember that I have some bok choy seeds already this time. I'll sort that out later, but I'll just keep all the regular quality at this moment. I'll sort out the rest at some other time. Yeah, I just want to get things going so that I can at least feel like I've accomplished quite a bit on the last day here. Last day that I'm doing today. Ideally, I would get 3 main things done today. The magic ink, the back room of Willie's shop, and what happened with the giant windstorm. I don't have to save avoid mayonnaise, but it's just a little bit easier if I do. See, the cows aren't giving me petting indications anymore because they're max pikes. Three hearts is still not guaranteed. It's so incredibly unlikely that I won't get large goat milk, but it's still possible. I've been burned before. Okay, so I need 5 iridium bars. I think it's 5 battery packs, but I'll take 10. And a boatload of hardwood. But the thing, the magic ink might take a little bit longer, and from there I can teleport to the wizard's tower, which is probably the most convenient path to take. Hopefully I can also donate my chicken statue today. So once you have the dark talisman, you can interact with this object, and it flies away. And we come in here, and this is where the witch's hut is. There's a goblin in the way. We are human. You want to pass? I'm sorry, this is private property. There's a goblin blocking the path to the witch's hut. There must be some way to get him removed. Perhaps I should seek out more information on goblins. There is a lost book in the museum. The witch's hut has the other fish that I am missing. I Ideally, I would fish up 2 of them, but I'll try and get at least 1. Because I want one to turn in for a quest. But if I can have another one just chilling in my house, like that. It is a void salmon. Void salmon is not easy to catch, but I'm decent at fishing, so I should be able to catch one. I can catch 2 back to back, that's ideal. So the game wants to make sure that you can progress past this, even if you're not raising void chickens. But a delicacy to goblins is void mayo. That smell! I can't resist. Give me that! And he runs into thought. And he's nowhere to be seen. So there are 3 shrines here. Dark Shrine of Selfishness. The statue shares through you. That has to do with children. Dark Shrine of Memory. If you divorce a spouse, they will hate you. But you can use the Dark Shrine of Memory to make them forget. And Dark Shrine of Night Terrors. The ancient magic seal of protection will be lifted, allowing monsters to appear on your farm at night. Make an offering of 1 strange one. If you chose the wilderness farm at the beginning, this would seal it so that you don't see the monsters anymore. But if you chose the other farm type, you can use it to make monsters appear. On the table here is the magic ink that the wizard asked for. And there's also a seal on the ground here that will teleport you to the wizard's basement. As soon as I come up, I automatically... You found my ink, excellent. Did you happen to see my ex-wife? No? Well, what about her house? Do you think she lives alone, or... Actually, don't tell me. I don't want to know. Anyway, you must be wondering about your reward. Here. It's a book of summoning. The arcane potential is immense, but I'll make it simple for you. By using this book, you can summon magic buildings directly to your farm. I think you'll find it useful. Oh, I almost forgot to say. Thank you. So happy to do it, bro. So, there's the Junimo hut. Junimos will harvest crops around the hut for you. 20,000 G, 200 stone, 9 starfruit, and 100 fiber. They will automatically harvest for you. There will be a little bag outside the hut where your crops will be. You can feed them a raisin to make them harvest faster. I have never once in all my thousands of hours of playing this game crafted a Junimo hut. I prefer to harvest crops myself. So, there we go. The Earth Obelisk warps you to the mountains for 500,000 G, 10 iridium bars, and 10 Earth crystals. It takes you to the same place as if you use a mountain warp totem, but you can use it infinite number of times. The Water Obelisk warps you to the beach, like where you go if you use a warp totem. 500,000 G, 5 iridium bars, 10 clam, and 10 coral. Desert Obelisk, warp to the desert so you never have to pay to go there again. 1 million G, 20 iridium bars, 10 coconut, and 10 cactus fruit. And of course, the Gold Clock prevents debris from appearing on your farm, keeps fences from decaying. 10 million G, but it is required for perfection. It is in fact by itself 10% of perfection. There's also another building, but we can't get it yet. You can also paint, move, and demolish buildings here. So if you can't get to Robin for some reason and you want to move or demolish buildings, you can do it here. I'm going to move these. I want to move the fish ponds, but I don't know where to put them. I still want them to be next to each other, so I don't like want to put one here. And I don't want to block off another area by fixing this area. Eventually I sometimes put fish ponds over where the stumps are. But I'm not sure that I'm done getting hardwood yet. I'll leave it where it is for now. I might clear some bushes to make it a little bit easier on me. Okay, so that is that quest completed. The reward is being able to make those buildings. One quest completely done. There is now a question mark where this ginormous tree was. It's just a stump now. So the sound we heard was it falling down. Use 100 pieces of hardwood to fix up the stump? Sure. I made sure I had enough. Maybe someone will decide to move in. We've basically created a little house there. Might there be anything that we've seen that would be looking for a little house like that? Mayhaps. Perchance. For life then. Yeah. I'm rambling about things that don't matter. So now I'm going to go down to Willie's shack and see the other thing that unlocked with the completion of the community center. You can go into the back room anytime now. Sad sight, isn't she? She was my father's boat. Served him well for over 50 years. Now she can barely stay afloat. I'd repair her myself, but I don't have the right materials, lad. 200 pieces of hardwood to patch the hole would be a good start. We'll also need to get the ticket machine back up and the iridium anchor repaired. With wooden hands and the right materials and repair the old girl, but then I could take you to the foreign islands. Volcanic islands full of strange tourists, they say. I'd like to help. Aye, I thought you would, lad. I'll leave this door unlocked for you. You can come in, drop off the materials whenever you like. So the ticket machine, 5 battery packs. The iridium anchor, 5 bars. Why he needs an anchor of iridium on his little boat, I don't know why. And preparing the ticket machine is kind of sad, because I have to pay 1000 G to get to the islands each time. And 200 hardwood to repair the hull. All materials have been found, the boat will be repaired overnight. Give it up the bachelor life, eh? Just don't forget to make time for fishing. Gone fishing with the boys, Penny. I'll be back in a week. There are still 4 bobber styles I do not have access to. I need to catch the final 3 fish, which I found on the foreign islands that Willie will be able to take me to. There is something regarding the old Joja building, but I need to wait for a day of inclement weather for that to activate, as we've had sun. Can't do that just yet. I will donate the chicken statue finally, and get a chicken statue decoration as a reward. That leaves us with the elvish jewelry, the ornamental fan, the bone flute, the golden relic, and the skull. I'll be able to get pretty soon. Ornamental fan I usually find on the beach, jewelry I usually find for fishing, but I know you can get it in the forest from big spots. Golden relic is the desert, golden flute, and dwarvish helmet. I'll get to it eventually. I forgot that spot where I put the chicken statue is for the skull. And that's for the bone flute down there. What will I be putting the chicken statue then? I must have put something over here that I usually don't. Probably the rare disc, to be honest. I never really know though. I have a general idea of where I put things, but I don't have a specific one that I stick to every single time. I will go ahead and turn in this price ticket that I got the bear. Our reward is another houseplant. Another fancy houseplant, as a matter of fact, so it is too wide. I'm going to go up to Robin's. After I step into the saloon for just a second to prove that it's open on Wednesday. And Jody's in there often now since she used to shop at Joja, but with Joja closed, she of course has to shop there. So there are a number of new options since the last time I was at the shop. There is now, to upgrade the shop, I can add a cellar to the house. It doesn't take any materials, just a flat 100,000 G, but you can use the casks in the cellar to age wine and cheese to increase their quality and therefore their sell price as well. As far as farm buildings go, there are no new ones that are unlocked because of completing the community center. There's another thing that becomes available, but I need to get the cellar first. Have I bought all of her? No, I haven't bought all of those. I don't really want to now either. You can do house renovations. You can open the bedroom, removing the wall for 10,000 G. You can add a large southern room for 30,000, a large corner room for 20,000, a dining room for 150,000, a cubby for 10,000, and an attic for 60,000. The cubby is the cheapest, but I need to get the chests, the stone star, and those plants out of the way before I can do it. Before 1.6, the only ones you could do was open the bedroom, add the southern room, and add the corner room. The attic, the cubby, and the dining room were added with 1.6. You can also remove the crib. If you don't have a crib in your house, your spouse will never ask you to have children because there's nowhere to put them. So, if you just don't want the dialogue option to ever come up, save yourself a little time, you can remove the crib for free. I'm going to add the southern room right now. I often use it, but I will save my money regarding the other ones. But with the community center done, my greenhouse done, so many other things unlocked, I will have additional revenue streams soon. I also haven't shown you the spouse room. Each spouse has a special room in the house that is unique to them. They also have a little area back here that is unique to them. Back behind here. Penny's has mushrooms in it. I don't know why, but it does. I forgot to buy any bok choy, or artichokes. And just because it's open on 7 days a week doesn't mean I can get into, doesn't mean I can buy things now. It's okay, I had more important things going on. I can plant it tomorrow. Or if I have 36 of something else, I could just do more broccoli and some bok choy. Give bok choy wheat and get additional broccoli if I wanted. Do I think I need more bok choy? I've got 30 saved. I only have 12 artichokes saved, so I don't wanna... Yeah, I'll just wait until tomorrow and do bok choy and I'll put the house plant back there for now. We can hug more. So the Penny's spouse room has a desk, some counters, a large bookshelf, and a plant. She also has a window and some pictures. I'm going to move a couple of these things down there. Get some stuff out of the way, essentially. Put the chicken statue there. I will take this large plant and I'll put it between those two beds. Good evening, honey. Did you accomplish everything you wanted to today? If not, that's okay. We've got all the time in the world. So sweet. Most of the spouses have at least some sweet dialogue. Really, it comes down to personal preference. There really is no wrong choice. The person who I asked said I should marry Penny, and I was fine with that. And Penny is a decent choice. There are some items that you can only get by marrying Penny. They don't count towards game completion or anything, but when we get to our 14 heart event, we will get a option to get some items we cannot get any other way. So, I'm at 3 hours and 13 minutes. I did take an unintended break, but I think that's a pretty good length for the stream. If you are watching live on YouTube or Twitch, whether you chatted or lurked, I appreciate you. If you are watching the archive later on YouTube, thank you for checking it out. I hope that however your day is progressing is going favorably for you. You can get additional hearts. Only the first one of the day counts, but you can keep canoodling with your spouse as much as you want. The spouse goes to bed at 10. Let's make sure we're going to bed with our spouse. And there will be a couple cutscenes that play when I go to bed. But then we will end the stream. In case I didn't say it yet, I hope that however your day is going, it is progressing favorably for you. Let's just give Penny a few moments so that we can go to bed at the same time. At least for our wedding night. I will make sure to do it every day.
10 p.m. Walking towards bed.